Respected dear family members, my pranams to you. Lord Macaulay, who was the one among the so-called great rulers of viceroys of India, could see that all over India the people worshipped Vedas very well. Even though the people did not read Vedas, they could not understand the meaning and messages of the Vedas. All the Indians, independent of their caste, creed and state of origin, they respected and worshipped Vedas. So Lord Macaulay decided to create a vacuum in the minds of the people of India by misinterpreting the Vedas and making Indians understand that it is useless. Making the Indians understand that it is nothing by the wild cries of the primitive Indians. And he wanted to make the Indians understand that Vedas have got nothing other than repetition of the same words, same lines, and some crude messages connected with the yagas or yajnas or something like that. So he invited Maxmuller and gave him £5 per page for misinterpreting the Vedic literature. Maxmuller started that and he proceeded with the work of misinterpreting the Vedas. In between he told his wife that I am getting £5, an excellent amount for misinterpreting the Vedas. The moment I misinterpret the Vedas, naturally the Indians will be reading that and they will be respecting the foreigners and will follow my lines and the messages I have given about the Vedas, and the vacuum will be created in the mind of the Indians, and Christian messages, Christianity and Bible can be pumped into that vacuum created in the mind of Indians when I misinterpret the Vedas. And Maxmuller also wrote the same message to Macaulay and said that when I complete the work of misinterpreting the Vedas, and when the Indians started reading that message, naturally a vacuum will be created if you are not filling that vacuum with the biblical thoughts. Whose mistake will it be? This is the question he asked to Lord Macaulay. Anyway, after misinterpreting one part of Vedas, Maxmuller gave that part to Vedic scholars and told them to comment about it. The Vedic scholars went through that one and said that this is not the real message of Vedas. You have given almost opposite of the messages of the Vedas, which has got no relevance with the Vedas. Vedas do give a different message, and you have given an entirely different message against the Vedic message. Then apologetically Maxmuller acted like a drama and said, if this is not the meaning, if this is not the message, if I have done a wrong interpretation of the Vedas, I will rewrite the whole Vedas and bring to you. The Vedic scholars said, no, don't worry about it. Let it be like that only. Let the people understand that such an interpretation was also written by one person. So let it be like that and don't worry about whatever you have written in the wrong way also. Maxmuller got shocked and he apologetically started thinking that when he has done a crime towards Indian culture and Indian values and Indian literature. Then later he slowly changed his vision and he wrote 47 books, the books of the Orientals, and he got himself elevated to the level of a rishi, and he could understand that India can tolerate anything. It is not Yechuri, it is not Karat, it is not E.M. Jagaran Nambudiripada, it is not Surjit Singh, or it is not Jyoti Basu who is teaching tolerance to Indians. Indians were tolerant. Indians are tolerant. When even millions of Hindus were butchered by the Muslim invaders and Christian conversion union workers, so-called saints converted poor Hindus to Christianity and Islam. We were tolerant. Even the invader Muhammad Ghazni got water and food from Indians for attacking Indian temple. these so-called leftist and rightist and emergency creators, they need not teach tolerance to Indians. And the real tolerance was learned by Kerala National Daily Mathrubhumi, which always, every minute was standing against RSS. And Mathrubhumi, the national newspaper, stood always against Hindu Dharma, RSS, BJP. And they just covered all the good things done by even Modi government. And they were in the forefront in fighting for the so-called tolerance. And they started writing editorials and all the distorted news about the tolerance and award wapasi. And they became the kings and the pracharaks, proponents, propagators of the so-called tolerance and intolerance, against intolerance. And very recently, excellent thing happened. And when Mathrubhumi, the national Malayalam daily, they wrote some lectures about Prophet Muhammad, delivered by Kamal Pasha, a judge, about his comment. Somebody presented some views in the Facebook, in the social media. One or two such comments were reproduced in Mathrubhumi National Malayalam Daily, and Mathrubhumi National Daily got severe threatening, warning, blasting by the Muslim fundamentalists and terrorists. And Mathrubhumi learned what is meant by intolerance. Kerala newspaper Mathrubhumi learned what is meant by intolerance. Apologetically they wrote a series of apology, a series of comments of Muslims, that they accepted the apology of the 100-year-old newspaper. That Mathrubhumi newspaper was nurtured by Hindus of Kerala. Christians generally follow Malayalam Manorama and Bangala. Muslims follow their newspapers. That particular Mathrubhumi denigrated, degraded, make fun of Hindus and Hindu culture. And even when one of the artists wrote the naked picture of Bharat Mata, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Hanuman and Sri Rama, the same newspaper said it is the freedom of his expression and he should be rewarded and awarded. Anyway, one line, two line reproduced from the social media when appeared in this particular newspaper, they got the real taste of intolerance. Not even a single leftist, not even a single radicalist or so-called progressive members, nobody supported Mathrubhumi, because they know that they are playing with the Muslim fundamentalists and terrorists, where the Muslims give 100% freedom, 100% tolerance, and they taught 100% tolerance quotation to Mathrubhumi newspaper. Whereas when our own literature, Vedas, got misinterpreted, wrongly commented, for creating a vacuum in the mind of the Hindus, did by a foreigner, Maxmuller, paid by foreign ruler, and that the Indians tolerated and said it need not be destroyed, let it be like that. So all the Indians and foreign professors who are in the leftist scenario are teaching tolerance to Hindus. Please stop it. Thank you very much.